Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have for you the latest Sassy Girl Aroma haul. This was from her March 11th replenish, and I actually put in 2 orders, mainly just because I saw that there were still some things on the site that I wanted, and decided to just go ahead and bite the bullet and make 2 orders. And what's really great about Sassy Girl Aroma is that she's a ready to ship site, so basically whatever you see on the site is available. But every other week, every other Saturday, she does do a replenish where she adds some more things. She takes scent combination or scent suggestions from customers in her Facebook group where you can kind of put down your suggestions. So basically, for I think a few days from like Saturday to Monday, if you put in multiple orders, she'll combine those orders together in the same shipping. And then you get an invoice for your shipping and it all goes out together, which is really great. But like I said, she's a ready to ship site. So anytime you go on there, she's always going to be open, except I think like the night before a replenish date, she closes down to kind of add and update the website with all of the added inventory that she has. But anyways, I put in an order for some chunk bags. I got for the first time a few souffle cups just to try some things out that I wasn't sure if I would like or not. But here is the business card in case you were wondering. Sassy Girl Aroma. The Facebook group page is always the best place to go for dates, and again, if you want to add in your suggestions of blends that you'd like to see her put in for chunks or loaves, that's a great way to do it. So let me start out with my samples. I got cranberry salsa, and this one's nice. It's not a spicy cranberry, it's a fruity cranberry, but it does have a hint of, like, it's a little mellowed out from whatever makes it a salsa. I don't have the scent notes for this, sorry guys, but it's not like a super tart cranberry, but it's not a spicy holiday cranberry, so hopefully that makes sense. But this is a good one. I've actually been keeping an eye on this one. She offers a couple different shapes in addition to her chunk bags and her loaves and souffle cups, obviously. And I've been looking at this one in, is it the Grandma's Garden shape, or maybe it's the Raggedy Ann shape? One of those shapes, but just haven't gotten it because I wasn't sure if it was going to be like a Christmas kind of a cranberry or, just what. So I like that. That's good. This next sample, I got 2 samples, obviously, with this order because I put in 2 orders. But this is Southern Pecan Pie. And this one's good. I get like a nuttiness to it, like a nutty caramel. Obviously, the nuttiness is coming from the pecan, but I definitely get hints of that caramel and bakery in there. It kind of reminds me a little bit of zucchini bread, but this is really nice. This is good. So moving on to the souffle cups that I ordered, picked up Ombre Rose. You guys know I'm a big rose lover, but sometimes I don't like it if it's too perfumey of a rose. So I was interested to try this one. And these souffle cups are like 2 ounces, at least 2 ounces. And you can kind of see it even goes up a little bit. It's really filled like to the max. But this is nice. I would say that this borders more on the like powdery type of a rose. So this would be, for me, I would melt this maybe in a bathroom or the bedroom, but it doesn't have like the sweetness like a rose jam would have. I would consider this more of like a perfumey, powdery type of a rose. So if you like rose, you would like that. If you don't like rose, you would definitely not like that. So this is Snow Angels. I should have written down the scent description for this. I know it's something minty. And this one I took out of the souffle cup to smell it earlier, and it was actually like cracked when I took it out. It split into 2, which honestly, like, this would be 2 melts for me anyways, and I would just cut it in half, so it actually already kind of did the work for me. But this one is definitely some sort of a minty, sweet minty, like a mint vanilla. It actually reminds me a little bit of Twisted Peppermint from Bath & Body Works. If you're familiar with that, this would be something that you would probably like. So this I'm going to keep and hold on until the winter time, just because, it's like starting to finally get a little bit more spring-like, and I don't think I can really melt blends that remind me of Christmas during this time of year. So that I will hold on to. Then this last souffle cup I got was zucchini, And I was really interested to smell just her zucchini note by itself, because I know, like, I have a blueberry Noel zucchini blend from her in chunk bags that I really like. It's stronger on the blueberry than the zucchini, so I was just interested to see what the zucchini was like and if it was like a spicy one or what. And this is really good. It doesn't have that like spicy cinnamony type of a zucchini. It's just like warm and sweet. You get kind of a hint of a caramel ribbon in there. But this is just a really good zucchini. And so what I would probably actually do with this one is cut it into like, I'll probably quarter it and maybe mix this with like some other sort of scent, like maybe a strawberry type of a blend or something to kind of add sort of a zucchini kick to it. So I probably won't melt this on its own, but maybe just use it to blend. Okay, so moving on, I'm actually going to move these out of the way. Moving on to the chunk bags that I got. Let me see. Let's start out with this one. This is green apple, strawberry, raspberry, guava, cotton candy, marshmallow. And this is what the chunk looks like. It's really pretty in there with the pink and the green and the blue. And this one's really good. I get the green apple the most, or at least first I get the green apple. And green apple is definitely a different scent note than like a Mac apple. To me, green apple, it's like sweet and tart. I really like green apple. And I wanted to kind of get some more green apple blends because I tend to like green apple more than just Mac apple. But this one's really good. Yeah, I definitely get the green apple first. I'm getting the marshmallow. And I'm getting like the strawberry and raspberry, but not so much the guava. And I wouldn't say I can pick out the cotton candy, but it's just an overall sweetness. So this is really, really nice. I like this. And this might actually be like a good transition to melt during like the end of summer into fall. Because for me, like apple scents always just remind me of fall. I don't know why. So that might be what I might do is kind of hold on to that and kind of melt it more in the end of the summer. So this is Pink Sugar Cotton Candy Caramel Mac Apple. And this was actually a blend that was created by somebody in her Facebook group. I can't remember who, and I'm sorry if it was you. Put a comment down below and let me know, because this one, first of all, this chunk is gorgeous. It's got that hot pink and the red and the blue. But this is really good. Like, I pick up the caramel Mac Apple first. And it's funny because I just kind of said a second ago that I'm not huge on Mac apple, but I like it when it's like sweet Mac apple. So like the caramel adds just a really sweet, sugary, buttery Mac apple. And it's really good. I'm not really picking up too much on the pink sugar. That might come out more when I let it cure for a couple weeks. And when I melt it, it might come out a little bit more warm. And I'm not picking out the cotton candy as a single note, but it just adds an overall sweetness to this one. But man, that caramel Mac apple, like now this makes me want to go and look on her site and maybe pick up some more like caramel apple type blends. I've noticed that she has a few on there because I really like that. That's really good. Okay, this one was kind of a wild card for me. This is Rosemary's Love Potion, and this I really appreciate, first off, when vendors add on the scent description right onto the product, so I don't have to look it up because I'm lazy and I don't do my research and homework before these videos. But this is rosemary, fresh garden herbs, and zesty mint with fresh sweet lavender and a dollop of whipped cream. And this is so outside of my comfort zone. I don't do herb minty things. I like sweet lavender and I like whipped cream, but like I said, I'm just not big on like the herb stuff. But I've seen people really talk about this one on her group page, so I wanted to try it. First of all, it's super pretty with that purple and the mint color in there. And this is actually surprisingly, for me, it's surprising because I don't like these kind of blends. I really like this. I think, I definitely get the rosemary and the mint right away. And the mint is not like a peppermint, it's like a mint leaf. So it smells very fresh and herbal, but not like, sometimes I don't like when things smell too herbal in like Whole Food stores, you know what I'm talking about. Like when you walk in the grocery store and there's that like, Whole Food organic aisle that just smells like really like earthy. I don't like scents like that. So this kind of reminds me a little bit of that, but I think the whipped cream in there really softens it, so it's not so potent in your face herbal. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't know what I mean, but this Like I could see this being a really good wax to melt in the evening before bed, or when you're taking a hot bath, or even if you're like feeling sick. Like feel like this would be a really good comfort wax to melt. So I'm really happy that I got that, even though it's outside of my comfort zone. It certainly is something that I think I will still definitely melt during those occasions I just mentioned. So let me see if I can move this up a little bit. So then I got lavender whipped cream marshmallow cookies chamomile. This is another one, this is another one that was a little bit outside my comfort zone just because of the chamomile, and I wasn't sure if the lavender would be a sweet lavender or an herbal lavender. This is what the chunk looks like, and this is actually one of the smaller chunks from the bag. The way that Julie does her chunk bags, it goes by weight and not by how many chunks you get. So you can get some chunks that are smaller, and then some like monster chunks that you need to definitely cut up. The monster chunks I usually cut into 3 or 4. This one I would probably, for my 24 watt warmer, I would probably just stick this whole thing in. But for my 20 watt warmers, I would probably maybe even half this, mainly because I don't need a whole lot of Julie's wax to get a really great scent throw. So this one is really good. It is a little bit more on the herbal lavender side, I think, than like a sweet lavender. But the chamomile blends really nicely with that. And with the marshmallow cookies and the whipped cream, it's a really lovely, lovely blend. Like it's really good. This is another one that I would melt easily in the evening time, or when I just need a pick me up. And if I'm feeling depressed, I might put this in. Or just like if I'm not feeling very good. This one is definitely a sweeter blend than the Rosemary's Love Potion that I just showed, because of the marshmallow cookies in there. It doesn't have a super like bakery note, so if you don't like those bakery gourmand cookie type notes, I think you would still be okay with this, because I think really the marshmallow is what I smell more than the cookie, like the sugar cookie. And so I think that marshmallow, like I said, just really sweetens this one up. So that's a good one. Okay. Next I got cotton candy toasted marshmallow tea and cakes, and this says spun sugar, strawberry, orange crumpets, black tea, marshmallow toasted by the fire. And this is a really pretty chunk too. I really like when orange peachy colors are next to like a blue color. I just really like those. Is that focusing? Okay. Anyway, this one, okay, first of all, you guys know I love tea and cake blends. This one is really good. It's like a sweet tea and cakes, because the cotton candy in there really adds an extra sweetness. I'm not picking up on the toasted marshmallow, so I get more of a regular marshmallow note rather than like a toasted marshmallow. Which, if you've ever smelled like toasted marshmallow or whatever, then you kind of know that it's a little bit different than just a regular marshmallow. It's got kind of a smokiness to it. But this is really, really nice. I am gonna enjoy that one a lot. This one is lemon meringue pound cake, rose jam, coconut milk pie crust. And I think this is another one that somebody on her Facebook page suggested when they asked people to put in their suggestions. Here's what the chunk looks like. It's really pretty with that, it looks a little bit more red on camera, but it's a little bit more of a pink color, like a dark, like a fuchsia kind of a pink. Or no, like more like a raspberry type pink, and the yellow. But this one, I get the rose jam first. And I can pick rose jam out really easily because I love rose jam. So if you like rose jam, you will really like this. If you don't like rose jam, maybe stay away from this one because the rose jam is pretty prominent. But I get them coconut milk like as a second note, which I was really thinking that the lemon meringue was going to be like boom in your face lemon bakery. And I do pick up some of that lemon bakery, but it's like a third note for me. Yeah, it's really kind of in the background. So it's like rose jam, coconut milk, a little bit of the like sweet bakery lemon. I'm not really picking up pie crust specifically or pound cake specifically. But like I think that really this one's going to be really nice to melt. I think that all of those are really complementing scent notes to put together in a blend. Okay, next is Red Delicious Sweet Lavender Whipped Cream. And this one is one that I probably would have skipped over, but Things I Love 86, who is on the Facebook group was just raving about this one. And in her videos, she raves about this one. So of course I had to try it. And I really like, you know, a lot of these sweet lavender type blends she has. And I have, like one of my favorite Sassy Girl Aroma blends is sweet lavender Fuji apple. So I knew I already kind of liked a sweet lavender and apple type of a combo. So I wanted to try this one. It's really pretty. And this one's really good. I get what her hype is over this because the Red Delicious mixes so nicely with that sweet lavender, and that whipped cream really binds those two together and really makes them like a smooth, creamy, complementing scent notes together. Like it's really good. I definitely pick up more on the Red Delicious than the sweet lavender. So if you don't like apple scents, you might not be like too into this one. But I mean, Red Delicious to me, it smells different than like a MAC apple, and it definitely smells different than a Fuji apple or a green apple. It's so funny how these are all apple notes, but they're different. It's just, you know, different fragrance oils. And so this Red Delicious is just, it's a sweeter apple note, which I really like. So this one, I'm really glad that I was able to snag that. I tried to get it on her last replenish date earlier in the month, and that thing went fast, and I was not able to get it. So I was happy to see it back on the list and happy to grab it. This is Strawberry Satsuma Cotton Candy, and this one is, you know, blue, pink, and orange. And this one's really good. First of all, I love Satsuma, I love strawberry, I love cotton candy. I feel like you cannot go wrong adding those three together. I definitely pick up on the Satsuma the most. And if you're not familiar with Satsuma, it's like a citrusy, tangerine, orange, you know, mandarin blend that, like I know the Body Shop has, that's like one of their fragrances, one of their blends. But you see it a lot in wax. And a lot of times Satsuma can really overpower a blend in wax. And so I do smell the Satsuma the most. And I get like a background of the strawberry, and the cotton candy just makes both of those notes even sweeter. So this is really good. Definitely a summer melt for me. This one is a repurchase. This is Strawberry Cotton Candy Frosting. I had to get more of this because I'm almost out of my first bag. And this is absolutely one of my favorite Sassy Girl Aroma blends. First of all, it's a gorgeous chunk of wax. But this is just, I mean, the strawberry is front and center, and it's just that, you know, that cotton candy frosting just makes it such a nice, sweet strawberry. It's like sweet strawberry cotton candy. Like, I don't know how else to explain it besides that. Like, you smell exactly both of those scent notes, and it's just so sweet and so good. And this thing is nice and strong when you melt it. Like, it's a good thrower. It's really strong. I should mention, you know, I always usually, I guess I should say, typically, I cure Sassy Girl Aromas wax for 4 weeks. Sometimes, though, I can't wait, and I'll break into it before then, and I've never had a problem with throw from any of her wax. And certainly the more you let it cure, the stronger it's going to get. So I will obviously let this cure, and I still have some from my other bag that I will be able to melt, but this is definitely a favorite for me. Okay, so I think that is it. Thank you guys for sticking around and listening to me ramble a little bit. If you haven't checked out Sassy Girl Aroma's wax before, I certainly recommend it. Some of her wax, or her wax I should say, is some of my favorite. It just, like I said, I've never had a problem with the throw and the strength of her wax. I love the fact that she has so many different kinds of blends that she offers. I love that she kind of has it on her Facebook group page that you can make your own suggestions and create your own combinations as well. And just, you know, if she has the oils to do it, and then she'll pour it, and then you can buy it. Like, I think that's awesome. And like I said, I just love that there are so many different options. She has a massive site. She offers a ton of different shapes. I typically go for the chunk bags or the loaves, but usually the chunk bags. And those are, I think, $9.95 for a chunk bag, and it's usually around 8 or 9 ounces of wax. So it's a pretty good, like, price differential there with how much wax you're getting with what you're paying. But yeah, like I said, I mean, she's got a huge site, lots of different options for blends that she has, and really, like, you would be hard pressed to not find something that you would love. Like, she just has something for everybody. So anyway, I will leave her Facebook or her website below. Check out her Facebook group page as well, because that's where you get a lot of the information, and that's where you can give your input on scent suggestions. But thank you guys for sticking around. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and have a wonderful day. Bye.